that's pretty cool. And so expanding on this, I can say, go to 9999. And what we'll do with this is I'm going to pass this to xargs, which is a really cool tool for manipulating stuff. I'm going to say we want one column of these, and we're going to prefix it with echo string. So if I do that, I now have string, and it might take a while, but you can see there it's going all the way to 9999. So let's continue with this. At this point, what I'm going to want to do is add a couple of things, because if I start brute forcing on my Android device, every 5 attempts, it's going to tell me to wait. So check this out. I'll take here with my Galaxy Note, and I'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 5. No. 6. 8. Oh, hey, check that out. I've typed my password incorrectly 5 times. I now need to wait 30 seconds, and I can hit OK here, but it's still counting that 21, 20, 19. And so what I want to do here is put in something that'll allow me to later go ahead and change that to a sort of delay. And so I'll just use this as a opportunity to every 5 put the word wait. And we'll come back and change that later. So if I say sed, and then do 0, tilde, 5, and then s/$/, I'm going to do a \n, which will do a carriage return here, and I'll type the word wait /g, and then if I print this, in fact, let me change this from 9999 to like, there we go, you can see every 5th line inserted the word wait, which is awesome, except I also need to put a delay in here, because if I type this quickly, it's going to freak out my Android phone and I'll really start fuzzing it, and I had a lot of fun with them rebooting a lot. So I'm going to also add in here another sed, and that's going to be a 0 tilde 1, so it's every other, and then it will be s/$/ and then a \n for a carriage return, delay 1000, so that delay is 1000 cycles or milliseconds, and then \n, and I'm going to do enter, \n, enter, and then /g for global, so it does it everywhere, and close my tick, or my quote. So now, every other command has delay and 2 enters, so that means on the Android keyboard it's going to be waiting 1 second, and then it's going to jam enter twice. And the reason that I want to do that is because, I've just typed in a character, and I also want to make sure that I'm keeping that screen on. It's going to be very important when we start getting to the points where we're waiting for 30 seconds and whatnot. So, with all of that, I should go ahead and actually fix that wait, because that wait isn't actually a DonkeyScript command. That's just a placeholder for me to later come in and change that with something that will wait 30 seconds. So, in this case, what I'm going to do is pipe this again. I know I'm doing a lot of piping, there's probably a better way to do this, but I know sed, and this works for me. And I'm going to say s/wait, so anytime I see wait, I'm going to change that to delay 5000, carriage return, or an enter, by doing \n. The word enter, which does the ducking towards the enter key on the Android, delay another 5000, and then \n, and then enter, and then \n, and then delay 5000 one more time, and then \n, enter, and then finally, is that great? Okay, we'll do it once more to be sure, because I want to make sure that we have ample time here. Alright, that looks good. Let's see, I have \n after all of my commands, and that should do it, /g for global, and in my quote there. And now, you can see I have all of these, every 5, instead of saying wait, it will say delay 5000, enter, delay 5000, enter, delay 5000, enter, I forgot a \n, so this is what happens when you forget a \n, that's a carriage return, and now I've got enter delay, which is not a command. So where did I mess that up? It must have been on the 3rd one, so delay 5000, \n, enter, delay 5000, enter, delay 5000, \n, enter, \n. There it is. Okay. just takes a moment to generate. Now, of course, there's probably a way to do this all in a brace expansion or with regular expressions, maybe? No, probably not. But there's probably a ton of other ways to do this. So if you know some really cool bashy ways to do it, hit us up in the comments or email us and tell me why my piping to pipe to pipe to pipe to pipe is all made up. Either way, I just created a huge file that does 0 through 999, and that's what's important to me. In fact, if I do a more on that, this time of year, between the holidays, bad weather, sick days, everyone is spending time away from the office, but taking time as an IT person is really challenging. Now, users always need support. Networks and systems always need to be managed, and that's why I'm recommending Go-To-Assist from Citrix. It has 3 essential support tools and one easy-to-use integrated cloud-based platform. There's Go-To-Assist Remote Support, which lets you provide unattended support to any PC or Mac or mobile device from anywhere, even an iPad or an Android device from their free app. And so you can take some time away from the office too. Plus, Go-To-Assist Monitoring lets you proactively identify issues before they become a big problem. And you can keep track of all of this from Go-To-Assist Service Desk. It's a sysadmin's dream. I know when I was a sysadmin in DC, I was using Go-To-Assist products, and it really saved the day on numerous occasions. So get this, sign up for your special 30-day free trial today. Visit GoToAssist.com, click on the trial free button, and use the promo code HAK5. Right, I just created a huge file that does 0 through 999, and that's what's important to me. In fact, if I do a more on that file, oops, not MOR, more on root5.txt, you'll see that, again, it does begin with that delay, and then it starts doing its thing. So I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and put this on a duck. I've got a USB rubber ducky right here outside of its case, and I've got it plugged into, some people asked about this. This is simply an OTG adapter. Now couple the ducky with this, and this will get you going on any Android, and really any OTG adapter will do. I just like the little tiny dongly ones. It's not a female A to male micro adapter. It's specifically an OTG. So what they do is they ground pin 5 on this side, and then that tells the Android phone that this is OTG. And I think we've gotten into that in a separate segment. But that's let's pull out the SIM card, the micro SD card, put that little guy into our reader, and pop that in the machine. And it shows up here. So if I do /ls/media, and this guy here, you can see I already have an inject up in on there. So I'm going to remove that. And rather than using online duck encoder, I'll just do it the old school way and do Java, TACJAR, duck encoder. This is duck encoder 1.2. You could also do the same thing with the new encoder 2.1, which does multiple languages, and you can find links to that at usbrubducky.com. I'm just going to take that file that we just created, root5.txt, and turn it into an inject.bin, which I can then put on the duck, and it'll start whacking it. So, pack I for my info file, root5.txt, pack O. I'll just leave it here. If I don't specify anything else, it will make an inject.bin right here. In fact, let me make sure that is the latest and do it again. I should have overwritten it, but we'll see. And so now I'll move that inject.bin to my SD card. I'm going to run sync, which will make sure that my file system's all synced up and happy. And then eject. Or I could just click that at the bottom there. And hooray, now I should be able to unplug this guy. Let's test it out. So, alright, so with our phone turned on, I'm just going to go ahead and plug in the duck. And it's going to wait about 5 seconds before it starts doing its magic with that delay in there. And that's just to make sure that it doesn't immediately start flooding the computer with stuff. And there we go. We can see the last digit when it gets to the end because we are typing pretty quickly. Then we went through 0000 through 0003. We'll get to 0004. And we've now done 5 attempts. It's going to hit enter twice, remember? And we're going to speed this up right now so we don't have to wait the full 30 seconds. 0005, 0006, 0007, 0008. And hey, would you look at that? And there we go. Now, obviously, I used the pin 0008 for demonstration purposes, so it wouldn't take so long. potential. It would take 166 hours, and then a 10-digit PIN would take nearly 2,000 years. Of course, all of this is moot when you're using a weak key, and somebody can say put your phone into a mode where they can pull the ROM and actually do some forensics analysis on this. And for that, there's an awesome tool called Santoku Linux, and so we're going to be playing with that a little bit later. But basically, really cool live distro that allows you to do some fun forensics work on Android, including potentially key out if it's weak enough, which is awesome. So what else have we learned here? Basically, online workforce saw using the USB port ducky. There's also keep in mind that it's kind of stupid. If I were to leave it running on this one, it would get 0008, and then it would keep typing 0009 over my home screen now. And on a long enough timeline, if you're jamming at the keyboard on an Android device, you're going to get angry birds. It's just a fact of life. So what could you do? I guess you could set up a camera. If you get bored, the nice thing about the USB port ducky is it never gets bored. It never gets tired. It never has to pee. But in this case, you would actually need a human to sit here and say, oh, I've tried 775 times, so I've tried 0775. Anyway, close enough. You can set up a camera with some time code to kind of figure out where it cracked in, but it's not a two-way device, so it doesn't know. Kind of. Now, there's potential there to actually know. What's fun is Android actually gives away its state in kind of a fun security feature way, where it doesn't allow MTP. MTP is Media Transfer Protocol, and it's the way that photos are transferred from one device to another, say, phone to phone or phone to a printer or things of that nature. And it's on by default, but it doesn't allow you to MTP a phone if the lock screen is on. So you would need some. Now, I'm not saying that Duck can do this, okay? But what I'm saying is, if you had the ability to query every other key attempt, whether MTP is enabled or not, you would be able to tell pretty much if you've gotten in or not, which is kind of useful. So there's that to keep in mind. I'm going to say if it's a 4-digit PIN code and you're the Mafia, then maybe you've got 16 hours to kill. Just kidding. Just saying. So hopefully all of this just gets fixed in the latest update, because this is kind of like a no-brainer thing that should be enabled by default. Your advice to the consumer is, use a long enough PIN code that like I said, 10 digits is going to take 2,000 years. Or at that point, they're just going to pull your ROM and do forensics analysis anyway. So use the encryption. In fact, I'd go into Android's security setting and just check every box you see. I've even seen full boxes like if the SIM card changes, go ahead and format the device. So that's kind of fun, and I thought this was an excellent example of using brace expansion with Ducky script, with a stock phone, and a little bit of online brute force. I wonder what your take is on this. Be sure to hit us up, feedback@hack5.org. Let me know what you guys think of my ramblings when it comes to the Android and the Duckies and things of that nature. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, it's all about Linux distros to break into stuff. Stay tuned. Shutterstock.com is the place to go when looking for stock photos, vectors, illustrations, and video clips. You can sign up for large image packages, monthly subscriptions, or just grab a single image for like a blog post or a mock-up. They even offer enhanced licensing access in case you want to print out an image or get it screened on a t-shirt. Well, Shutterstock.com is easy to curate your own galleries. They make searching easier, and you can download any image of any size, all for one price. No nickel and diming for the high-res stuff. So head